a lot of talking at this time of year by teams and players and coaches, but it's the action that matters, and he's stressing defense, and we're seeing defense.
We showed the different rosters of the Golden State squad that Luke Walton had last year to this Laker team. Can Luke Walton just take the same philosophies and principles on both sides of the ball and apply them here? Is it that simple?
It is that simple. The execution is what matters, right? Players and personnel, talent levels and skill sets are all different throughout our league. But growth, when you have youth, if you train them correctly, as we see from the San Antonio Spurs history, they can take young players and really mold them into superstars. So the talent is here. Now it's just running through the paces, the repetition, the execution. If we think about the triangle offense, we've had this conversation over the years with it's not as easy to just plug in the triangle offense and have players execute it. What the Golden State Warriors do up north, I'm sure is a little more complicated than just rolling the ball out and letting the superstars get it done.
Well, among Luke Walton's coaching staff is Kobe. Not breaking news.
Kobe's here?
Well, a different Kobe.
Oh, hey, congratulations, the Defender head coach, Kobe Carl, George Carl, UNC Tar Heel guy, his son. But I just want you to know, bro, the Black Mamba life matters, bro. He matters. They're going to miss him, man. Say what you want to say. There's a calm, there's a respect that comes from the opponent when a Kobe Bryant was on the floor. I'm excited to see, Luke Walton started as a Defender coach as well. So Kobe Carl, who knows? Maybe he's starting his career in the Laker organization, and someday he'll be manning the sidelines as well.
It's one of many familiar names on this coaching staff that Luke Walton brought over. Brian Shaw left our studios at Turner and is now the associate head coach, former head coach of the Nuggets.
And a gaucho at that. Gaucho at that. He went to school here. I mean, the halls are lined with memories of
I haven't seen one, actually.
Brian Shaw. You just didn't go down the right hall.
Oh.
I didn't say the gym hall, more the dorm, the dorms.
Now, you are quick to remind me, so I want to remind everybody, you had 2 different stints with Brian Shaw as a teammate.
I did. I sure did. I was Brian's rookie along with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, showing my age. Brian I played with in the Celtics organization for a month, literally a month, and then he got traded to Miami for Sherman Douglas. And then we returned here to LA years, brighter, more glorious days. And as you know, Brian's been in the organization as a player, also as a coach, and now again returning after a head coaching stint in Denver, where he has ties to Timofey Mozgov. So I think Brian spoke highly of him, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Timofey can bring to the Lakers in the paint.
Mark Madsen is also on this coaching staff.
Yes.
Judd Bushler with his days with the Bulls, so knowing the type of system that Bill Jackson taught Luke Walton.
There's a little Arizona tie there, too.
A lot of Arizona ties here.
Yeah, so Luke staying true to not only his pro roots, but his college days, as did Steve Kerr.
How much of an impact do these assistant coaches have here during training camp as Luke Walton tries to pretty much revamp everything that's done?
Well, their job is obviously, from a player development standpoint, not only to dive deeply into the growth of these players, these young players, but also to be an added voice at times when players tune out the head coach. Their support of Luke behind the scenes as Brian came over and what he had forgotten about his days as a coach, and he'd really only been out the game for a year, was how locked down in the bunker you get as an assistant coach, really preparing day in and day out for practices and game film and watching and scouting. And so there's so much work at play here for these assistant coaches, especially in supporting a new head coach, the youngest in the league.
Coming to you from the University of California, Santa Barbara, the Gauchos, as we mentioned, the greatest of them all. In his short tenure here, Brian Shaw.
How you doing, Jamal? Good to see you.
Mitch Kupchak joined us a little earlier on. Now we're going to bring in here, with the magic of live television, friend of the program, Jamal Wilkes, joins us very often.